Hello, dear students of 7th B. As you are familiar that today we are going to read the story Chandni. It is the name of a god. There was an old man in Almora. His name was Abu Khan. He had so many gods named Kalua, Mungia, Gujri, and he loved his gods very much, like father. And children and gods also liked him like father. And he was so uh, involved uh, among the gods and always just used to talk to them. So as you are looking the picture that Abu Khan is sitting and holding them like children. This story is about Abu Khan and his freedom loving gods. Abu Khan lived in Almora, Uttarakhand with his gods. He treated them like his children and often talked to them. As you are looking the picture that Mr. Abu Khan is standing in the field and the gods were grazing in the field. At night, he tied them up with a rope in his hut. As it is familiar that during the day he just carried them in the field, and during the night he tied them in a rope in his hut. Although Abu Khan loved his gods and fed them well, they did not like being tied up. And it is a nature of human being that nobody just willing to survive his life in slavery, and you can say in restrictions. So the gods of Abu Khan uh, don't want to live in a room. They loved to be free. So one by one they left him and went away to the hills. And what happened to the gods in the hills? They were killed and ate up by an old wolf. Abu Khan felt sad because he knew that the wolf would eat them. Abu Khan, as you know, that belonged to Almora, and that is hilly area. So most of his gods were killed by an old wolf and ate them. So after all his gods had left him, Abu Khan decided not to have any pets in future. But what happened, as you know, that he was all alone. He was very unlucky fellow. There was no family member. So he used to have gods uh, and talk to them like father. And it was very interesting that gods were also listening him very well. It seems that they are able to understand the feelings of Abu Khan. He named her Chandini and shared story of his dear friends with her. Although he was very passionate fellow, and he decided not to have any gods in future, but he was alone, so he decided to have one more god. That's name was Chandini. For many years, Chandini lived happily with Abu Khan. As you are looking the picture that Chandini just along with Mr. Abu Khan shining on the hills and the breeze blowing through the trees, and it was desire of Chandni that she wanted to be free and enjoy the hills, the nature, and her freedom. She wondered that it would be like to run up there. She wanted to be free, and soon she stopped eating grass and listening to Abu Khan's stories. Now she is willing to just to be free very much. That's why she applied uh, a trick, not to anything, and she was not listening Abu Khan's story at all. One day she requested Abu Khan to set her free so that she could go to the hills, and requested and told, please set me free so that I can go to the hills. Abu Khan was heartbroken because he never thought that Chandni would decide to leave him. He wanted her that the wolf would eat her. He warned her that the wolf would eat her. But Chandni was determined to have her freedom at any cost. She assured Abu Khan that she would use her horns to fight the wolf. She told that I will use my horns to fight the wolf. Abu Khan reminded Chandni that one of his gods named Kalua had died fighting the wolf, although she was as big as a deer. When Chandni insisted on going to the hills, Abu Khan locked her in a small hut. At night, Chandni escaped from a window that Abu Khan had forgotten to close. Chandni played on the green slopes all day long, and she refused to join a pack of wild goats. As you know that she was very much willing to go to the hills and enjoy the nature there, freedom, her freedom. So she went to the hills, and other gods requested her to join their their band, but she denied because she herself enjoyed the nature. When day turned into night, everything became quiet. Chandni heard a strange grunt and she remembered the story of Abu Khan. He already warned her not to go to hills because there lived an old wolf, and that wolf would kill her and eat her. She was scared to remember the warning, but she didn't want to back to Abu Khan. She was very adamant. She was stubborn, so she don't want to go back to Abu Khan. She decided to fight the wolf, and she fought him at night, all night. When morning dawned, Chandni was bleeding heavily from her wounds. The wolf was tired of fighting and was waiting to eat her. A flock of birds sitting on a tree were witness too. They were the eyewitness. They saw, a flock of birds saw the fighting between Wolf and Chandni. The tough fight Chandni had put up all night. Throughout the night, she fight with the wolf. A wise bird confidently proclaimed that it was Chandni and not the wolf who had won the fight. So, dear students, this is a story, very interesting story of a god named Chandni. And Mr. Abu Khan warned her again and again not to go to the hills. But, dear students, everybody likes freedom. Everybody wants to survive his or her life in freedom. So the moral of the story is that we should not ignore the advice of our elders or the well-wishers, as Chandni did not pay her heed toward the warning of the at the warning given by Mr. Abu Khan. That's why you just saw the result. What happened at last? She was also killed by the old wolf, and that is the very tragic end of Chandni. So, dear students, we are like the gods, and we always ignore the advice of our elders. So, it's my suggestion, always pay the attention what is advised by your elders, your parents, your teachers. So, thank you very much, dear students. Thank you.